Jay-Z's lawyer Alex Spiro's tactics backfire. What's up? It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on IE Network. This is the Heaven Hollywood Report, and let's get to it. So it looks as though Alex Spiro's aggressive tactics has backfired because the judge on the case that is judging the case against him and Sean P. Diddy Combs, the amended lawsuit that Jay-Z got added to last week, has ruled in favor of the plaintiff that she can proceed anonymously, at least for now. Now, the judge, I believe her name's Annalisa Torres, also scolded Jay-Z's lawyer Alex Spiro. So let me go over some of the things that Judge Torres said. I'm reading this off of Keeping Culture Alive. It says the judge slams the hammer down at Jay-Z. Here's what the judge had to say about Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Spiro, as it pertains to the lawsuit with Jay-Z for allegedly raping a 13-year-old girl. Carter's lawyer relentless filing of combative motion containing inflammatory language and ad hominem attacks is inappropriate, a waste of judicial resources, and a tactic unlikely to benefit his client. That sounds like a threat, first of all. And that's already wrong. I'll get into this judge in a minute. The court will not fast track the judicial process merely because counsel demands it. The judge also ruled that the victim would be allowed to stay anonymous despite Jay-Z's wishes that her name be revealed. Since Carter's attorney first appeared in this case, this is what the judge had to say. 17 days ago, he has submitted a litany of letters and motions attempting to impugn the character of plaintiff's lawyer. I don't think that he needed much help doing that. Many of them expanding on the purported urgency of this case. CEGECF number 38 at 1-2, describing plaintiff's counsel as self-promoting and accusing him of extortion. ECF number 41 at 1, requesting to be heard on an expedited basis and accusing plaintiff counsel of exploiting the legal process to generate media attention. ECF number 42 at 1, asserting that the plaintiff counsel seeks only to benefit himself. ECF number 46 at 3, requesting the shortening of a deadline from 21 days to 1 day. I knew that was going to come back to bite him. ECF number 48 at 11. 15, describing plaintiff counsel as willing to blatantly violate the core ethical obligation of all attorneys and requesting a hearing on a motion the following day. Carter's lawyer's relentless filing of combative motion containing inflammatory language and ad hominem attacks is inappropriate and a waste of judicial resources and a tactic unlikely to benefit his client. The court will not fast-track the judicial process merely because counsel demands it. Moreover, although Carter's attorney assails plaintiff's lawyer as having a chronic inability to follow the rules, ECF number 48 at 3, Carter's counsel have failed to abide by this court clear rules. Under the court's individual practices in civil cases, and with limited exceptions, a pre-motion letter is required prior to the filing of any motion. Although Carter's attorney stated that he intended to file immediately a motion to strike the First Amendment complaint under Rule 12F, ECF number 46 at 3, he did not give plaintiff the requisite 5 business days to respond. See Individual Practices 3A2. Wait for the court to set a motion schedule or state whether any exception to the court's individual practices apply. See ECF number 47 to 49. This is unacceptable. Once again, scolding Alex Spiro. Counsel is hereby advised that any further motions filed in violation of the court individual practices may be denied on that ground alone. So this lawyer is already already scolding Alex Sparrow. They scold Alex Sparrow throughout this entire response. Basically, saying in this response that they're going to allow the plaintiff to proceed anonymously, at least for now. They gave examples of other cases wherein the closer it got to trial, then the even in the Donald Trump case, the closer they got to trial, eventually the plaintiff had to reveal themselves. So what Judge Torres was stating was that more than likely, and they're kind of like giving the plaintiff fair warning, that more than likely the closer it gets to a trial, if it is going to go to trial, they still have to decide whether there's enough to take this to trial, right? So if it does go to trial, the closer and closer it gets to the trial date, then the plaintiff will have to reveal himself more than likely. But this is not good for Jay-Z and Alex Sparrow. The judge, because of Alex Sparrow's aggressiveness, and I don't blame Alex Sparrow for being aggressive, because listen, Jay-Z, his client, is well respected and has a good reputation. He does not have any reputation of SA or anything dealing with women, any domestic violence. He has none of that. And for this to come out not only to say SA, but SA on a minor, that's a big deal. He's got a lot of deals that, in the public eye that people look upon. And he has a lot of deals that, are out in public, and public scrutiny could call for the company to back away from him. They had people saying, just from this accusation alone, the NFL should pull away from Jay-Z. They was already trying to tell the NFL they need to pull away from Jay-Z. So, his public image means a lot because of the brand deals that he has. So I don't blame Alex Sparrow for, especially after that interview, for him being upset at these accusations. Then for Tony Buzbee to come out and say, well, we really didn't vet the client that well. Well, we had another company vetted her. But the judge mentioned none of that. Didn't care about the interview, didn't care about the father saying to him. Remember, it seemed as though she took more offense to Alex Sparrow's aggressive nature than she did to this potential fraud. This is very easy to be someone that Tony Buzbee just picked out of a crowd and have them, hey, when you want to get some money? So she very easily could be that, but because of Alex Sparrow's aggressive nature, the judge didn't even consider that. So basically, when she's saying, it's not going to benefit your client, this judge is basically saying, I don't care whether the evidence leans against the plaintiff or not. I don't care that she didn't have any evidence. You're not going to be rushing me, and you're not going to be trying to rearrange the rules for your benefit. I know your client's a billionaire, but I don't care. You're not going to get no special treatment. And if you do that again, that is probably the way you're acting is not going to benefit your client. So that is a threat to me, as to say, stop rushing me, or else I'm going to take it out on your client. And she basically said, if you file a motion like this, next time, just based on the fact that you didn't follow the rules, it could be denied outright just on that basis. I'll tell you, man, this lawyer, this doesn't look too good for Jay-Z and Alex Sparrow. And I'm quite annoyed, because it's like she didn't even look at. Did you watch that interview? You see that this woman had absolutely no evidence. She had absolutely not one witness. Now, she is Mexican, and like I said, man, I'm going to throw it out there. I'm not saying I have any inside track, not saying that this is true. This is just my opinion. Not alleged, this is just simply my opinion. This judge is Mexican, right? Jay-Z has Desiree Perez running his company, right? Desiree Perez snitched on the Mexican cartel. We don't know what type of connection this judge had to the Mexican cartel, or we don't know whether, heck, we don't know what her cousin, her uncle, her brother, maybe they were a part of the Mexican cartel. Who knows? You don't know what type of connection this lawyer has. And Mexican, or even if she don't have a connection to the Mexican cartel, just a fact that Desiree Perez snitched on Mexicans. You don't know this person's past, right? She's a judge, but how do you know whether she has Mexican cartel in her family or used to date a Mexican? Who knows? Could have snitched on her boyfriend. Who knows? I'm just putting that out there because from the beginning, this judge did not look like, all of the, as much as Buzbee said and how Buzbee's act, she did not condemn Buzbee not one time for his antics. He was talking about Jay-Z crazy, about Alex Spiro crazy, putting up these allegations with no evidence or proof at all. And then saying, oh, well, we didn't vet. That's right there is against the rules. When you're filing a lawsuit, you're supposed to say that you vetted this client to the best of your ability. Tony Buzbee said, oh, we didn't vet the client because it came from someone else. We thought they vetted him. So Tony Buzbee comes away with a win because they are allowing this plaintiff to, right now, this accuser, to proceed as anonymous, and it's on record that she scolded Alex Spiro, and she really didn't scold Tony Buzbee at all. So, man, I'm annoyed. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm annoyed because Jay-Z, there's no evidence whatsoever. This thing should have been thrown out. After that interview, it should have been thrown out. And it's not. They're proceeding on with it. So we're going to wait and see. I'm going to assume that she's probably just to get back at Jay-Z or to try to teach Alex Spiro a lesson. Probably not going to do anything until the new year. We'll keep you updated on it. Absolutely terrible, terrible look for Alex Spiro and Jay-Z. A lot of people saying this aggressive nature, this is the nature should be taken. Obviously, the judge didn't feel that way. She was offended by it, and she scolded Alex Spiro. We'll see what happens next. We'll keep you updated. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network.